Hey, what's up everybody? It's your mortgage expert, Brian McCauley here. So are you a buyer in Dallas, Texas, and you're struggling to get a property under contract? Stick around. In this video, I'm gonna give you the 3 tips that'll guarantee that your offer will be accepted. So listen, the DFW housing market is starting to heat up again. Yes, I know that's hard to believe, even with interest rates in the 6s and the 7s. But the truth is, inventory is still not as much as we need. One of the biggest reasons because of this is that new construction permits are down. As these interest rates continue to hang around 6 or 7%, these builders are not building new construction homes as fast. So what is happening? Well, what's happening is because of the slowdown in new construction, all it's leaving buyers with is existing inventory. So because the existing inventory is still thin, you've got a lot of buyers wanting to go after these properties again. So we're running against some friction right now to where people are qualified. Interest rates are a little bit better than they used to be. They're not where we want them, but people are still making the decision to buy a property. So what we're running into now is an inventory issue again, where buyers are having to go back and figure out exactly what they want to do with multiple offers. Do they want to pay more? Do they want to wait? It's getting a little bit challenging. So people are becoming frustrated trying to figure out exactly, hey, even with interest rates where they're at, how has it not slowed the market down? How can I get my offer accepted better? And how can I secure a property before interest rates drop and demand really rises off the street? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give a couple tips today to buyers out there to put you in a much better position to get your offer accepted on a property, and that way it'll be taken seriously. And unless you're going up against a cash buyer, you stand a really good chance of making that seller admire your offer and consider it strongly when it's presented. Tip number 1, what I want to talk to everybody about is making sure, first and foremost, that you get fully pre-approved. I think this is a big thing with buyers, and on the street right now, they're not really clear on what a pre-qualification is versus a pre-approval. So a pre-qualification is when a buyer goes to a mortgage lender and they tell the lender things about themselves financially, credit, income, how much they have in the bank, right? The lender will issue a pre-qualification, really take the buyer at their word, and then validate all the financials after the fact. And that's not really the way you want to do a home loan, and it's not the way that you're going to be able to secure a property in this market, because obviously sellers are going to want to know, hey, when you present me this letter, I want to know if this letter is real, if everything on here has been validated, or if it's still up in the air. That's a big risky piece, and obviously the sellers don't want that. So you don't want a pre-qualification, you want to get a pre-approval. So the biggest difference with the two when you do a pre-approval is that a mortgage lender like myself will validate all the information that you supply us. So we'll double check all the income, we'll double check the assets, we'll take a look at the credit score and the profile, and obviously a lot of pre-approvals, including ours, help you out with financial strategy sessions. So not only getting fully pre-approved and validated, but making sure that you, the client, understand exactly where your budget's at, all the moving pieces, what the highest and best use of the money is, to make sure that we help you become a homeowner, but we want to make sure and help you become a smart homeowner. But the first step in that is to get fully pre-approved, to make sure that all of your financials have been reviewed, everything's taken care of, you are really ready to go, and that will not only make you feel better, but when you make the offer to the seller, obviously they can talk to the lender, they can tell them that everything has been taken care of and out of the way, and it makes them feel much more secure and much stronger about your current offer and your current position. So listen, another big thing that you can do if you're a buyer outside of getting fully pre-approved and wanting to make your offer stick with the seller is making sure that you understand the closing time frame. Speed is strength when it comes to a home loan and buying or selling a house. And so these sellers are eager not only to get a qualified buyer, but they want to do it in the shortest amount of time because these sellers want their money, right? So a traditional mortgage transaction probably takes about 30 days. If you're with a great lender, you're fully pre-approved, you've got all financials buttoned up front, you can close a transaction anywhere from 14 to 21 days. Now, that's really, really important for you as the buyer. If you're fully pre-approved and everything's taken care of, you can write a very short offer in a very short time frame. And what it does, it tells the seller, hey, not only am I serious and I'm pre-approved, but I'm so serious that I'll close this thing faster and get your money faster. So writing a shorter close date, 14 to 21 days, it improves your overall position and your leverage with the seller because the seller's not going to, balk at somebody who is fully pre-approved, who's willing to close quickly and give them their money faster. They know this person must be serious. So obviously it increases your leverage, it increases your position when you can speed up the time frame in which you can close and which you can give the seller their money. And listen, tip number 3 is making sure that you put down a really good amount of earnest money and option money. So earnest money in a contract is a good faith deposit from the buyer to the seller to let them know we're serious about your property, we're serious about our offer, and we're serious about making it something that is appealing to you. And in order to do that, we will give you X amount of dollars in earnest money. So, you know, the traditional amount of earnest money that most buyers put up in a market is probably 1% of the purchase price. So if you're buying a $500,000 house, 1% would be $5,000. But if you're a buyer out there and you want to help get your offer accepted, you might consider doubling that earnest money. So instead of putting down $5,000, you can put $10,000 down. What that does, again, is improves the position, and it shows the seller, I'm super serious. Not only am I fully pre-approved, I've taken care of all my financials, you talk to my banker, and we're all good. Number 2 is, hey, I can close this thing quickly. We don't need to wait on much on my side. We don't need to wait on much on your side. I know you want your money, so let's close this thing in 20 days versus 30. And then the third thing is putting your money where your mouth is. Hey, you've done your pre-approval, you've shortened the time frame, you're willing to double your earnest money, even put up some option money to make sure that everybody's fully protected, but at the same time, the seller knows you're serious. Anybody that's willing to put that much money up via earnest money definitely wants the property. They definitely want to make their offer strong, and they want the seller to take them serious. So you can put as much earnest money down as you want, but again, the more you position yourself with a strong pre-approval, a strong offer, a short close date, and a lot of earnest money, this steps in front of a lot of offers outside of cash and shows the seller that you mean business. So listen, I know that was a lot of information, but hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, even share it with somebody that you know that could benefit from this conversation. If you've got questions around the future of housing or just want to set up a consultation with me to talk about your current housing, your future mortgage position, do me a favor, give me a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. No matter what, we're always here for you. Until next time, stay tuned.